it's a very nice thing to think about. Andrew, I'm going to come to you on collaboration because this is kind of your calling card, and whether that's public-private, and you work, in my experience with you, you do deep dives in homelessness and poverty eradication, and you also do a sort of horizontal thing of trying to see connections and opportunities across very wide swaths of space.
I mean, I don't know if anyone has heard of the term T-shaped person or organization, but basically know a little bit about everything so you can be in the conversation, and then you're an expert on one or two things. But we have like a drunken T, because we enter so many different verticals, and then we try to understand what's important to that vertical and how we can add value. And as a result, I've ended up in Cannes Festival, I've ended up at the World Economic Forum, I've ended up Mobile World Congress, in Web Summit. Here in February, I'll be in Saudi Arabia for an event called LEAP. We believe that society is connected, and like he mentioned, they're connected, but they don't see the connection. So what we try to do is help people understand that they, homeless people, or another sector, aren't they but us. So if we work together and understand really how everything's structured, then we can get a much better result. So I think Web3 has an opportunity to create a better framework to go on top. It needs to be legal, structural, it needs to be something that can be modeled, and it needs to be something that really brings people together. Because we have that wall that separates us from the next room, right? But how do we have those points so we can actually find out where we have some common interest, and when, the commons, when we have common interest, then we can create common goals. And another thing, just to end, is the importance of the structure of financing and funding. Because most organizations, NGOs, don't have the luxury of focusing on what they want to solve. They end up focusing on the subsidies that are provided, which is also why we have a strong focus on the private sector. But you have to understand at the same time, we're meeting with ministers, speaking in the European Parliament, Senate of Spain, Catalonian Parliament, but you have to understand the relationship between private, public, and people, which is civil society.
PPP.